Oftentimes a blessing because of capricious weather in this part of the country. A 1-1 count on Dykstra. Up the bat handle, puts it on the ground. Ryan handles it well and throws him out. Changeup struck him out looking, and Billy takes a walk to the dugout. He knew he'd been had and just walked away. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So an impressive start for Bob Ojeda. That ball is going to drop for a base hit. No, it didn't. Oh, well, it was sinking, and at the foot speed of Hatcher produces the play. So let's have a look at it as we are played an inning and a half. There is no score, and watch this catch by Hatcher.
That's the advantage of playing the count with 2 strikes. Here's that.
Coming up, we'll have another look as Bass jumps on the chain.
Well, see, he did get fooled on the pitch. The front part of the body went forward, but the hand stayed back. And that's necessary. Even if you're fooled on the pitch, if the hand stayed back, you still maintain your power. And that's what Bass did then.
Cruz 1 for 3 last night and goes right up the middle. Bangs it off Ojeda. Santana comes up with it. They make a play at third as Bass had gone past the bag, but he reaches back in time. It's a base hit for Cruz. And they quickly, Keith Hernandez quickly goes to the mound to check on the condition of his pitcher, which seems to be all right.
Yeah, it appears to be all right. He did get the glove on it. It hit the back of the thumb. Santana, who had broken toward the middle, his only play at third base, he alertly goes to third, but just as alertly, Bass diving back. So he is a good double play man.
Hit 278 from the right side. Little check swing, tap back to the mound. They'll make the play on Bass, who broke for the plate. Ojeda coming down, tags him, and rolls around on the ground, but he's all right. So Ojeda is in the heat of the battle here, isn't he?
He made the play himself, and that may have been the only play he had. However, Kevin Bass, you're trained as, if you're on third with a runner at first, you're trained to come home on a ball on the ground. However, you must use your own judgment on a high chopper like this. So Bass runs into an out. Now, I'm not saying that Ashby wouldn't have been out at first base had Bass not tried to score, but instead of first and second, the Astros would have had second and third.
In the bottom of the second inning. Strike call, Pons gone, side retired. Astros strand through. And after 2 complete innings of play in game number 2 of the National League Championship Series, there is no score.
Taller than about 6 feet.
1-2 to Doran. Punches the ball in the air, back behind second base. Going hard is Beckman, and it's a good play. And Hatcher had made the turn all the way around second base, and he has an easy double play. So apparently Billy was absolutely convinced the ball was going to drop, and he was all the way around second and halfway to third, and then said, whoops, I'm embarrassed. And the inning is over.
Fans on both ends have, there we go.
Up the middle, bouncing into center field. Base hit for Wally Buckman. And so now the Mets have finally broken through against Nolan Ryan, who remains a marvel at 39 years of age, doesn't he?
But like all power pitchers, he kicks that leg high with a man on first.
That's what he just missed. National League record for retiring people to start a game. And he had 10.
Ida Blue with 11 holds the lead.
A 2-strike count on Keith Hernandez. Little looper, and it drops in center field for a base hit. Beckman turns at second and holds on, and now the Mets have something working. The Astros had a little flurry going back in the second, ran themselves out of a scoring opportunity, and now the Mets with 1 out. High fly ball lifted out into the right center field, and it the wall for extra bases. Bass plays the ricochet. Backman heading for the plate. Throw is loose in the infield. And the New York Mets have taken the lead. It is a double for Carter.
Ball hitter. He has to be very patient.
That ball is hit to left for Jose Cruz, who has to go back to get it. That gets Hernandez home. And the Mets will lead it 2-0. 2 down now.
And Keith, again, Nolan Ryan did what he wanted to do. He threw the ball out of the strike zone, but Strawberry just tomahawked that high fastball to drive in Hernandez.
Carter at second. Hernandez having scored. That ball is hit out into the left side, and Cruz a fine running catch to retire the side. So Jose Cruz had him played perfectly. If he'd been back another 3 steps, he might have had trouble making the catch, but he got him. But the New York Mets break through at the top of the 4th inning and take the lead, 2-0. Sharply struck. Good play, Knight, third base. Steps on the bag, gets the force. Garner coming down, and the Astros have turned away, stranding 2. That's a total of 4. They have left on base so far in the ball game. And so after 4 complete innings of play in Game 2 of the National League Championship Series, it is now 2-0. The New York Mets lead. He's going to try the bunt one more time and gets it down. And Garner whips it to second. Back to first. Got him at second. And missed him at first. Boy, that was close at second base.
Well, the artificial...
Down goes Dykstra.
Dykstra staring out at Nolan Ryan. If you remember last night, Dwight Gooden shaved Kevin Bass after the home run by Glenn Davis. That was close. These guys are playing for all the marbles. 2 teams in their silver anniversary going for the gold, and what a picnic out there.
Get in the hole, past shortstop, into left field. Base hit, Ojeda to second, and Dykstra is aboard at first.
A good curveball by Ryan, and a little punch shot by Dykstra. See, he was fully extended, but he did have the bat back, which gave him the authority to hit the ball sharply the other way.
And now Wally Backman at one of those heading that way. Right-handed pitcher. That ball is grounded to center field. Base hit. Ojeda coming around third. Here's the throw. They let it go through, and it bounces past Ashby to the backstop, and the other runners will move up. It is 3-0 New York. Dykstra over to third, and Backman moves up to second on the throw.
Well, Billy Hatcher did everything right on this throw to try to get Ojeda, except throw the ball down the line. If this throw is true, Ojeda's an easy out. Not your Spalding guide slide right there.
That ball is hit sharply. It's past Hatcher. Against the wall. 2 more runs score. Mets lead it 5-0. Hernandez headed for third. Triple. Ball is hit in the air to center field, but playable and right at Hatcher. And Hatcher makes the catch to retire the side. But it is a big inning for the New York Mets as they add 2 more runs to their total. And now in the middle of the 5th, lead the Astros 5-0. Let's go back to April 1984. Mike Torres, New York Mets pitching. Thon at bat here in this ballpark. This is what happened. Hit in the left temple, fracture. Eyesight gone temporarily. Long period of rehabilitation. Double vision. Pain. Tough little guy. Struggled with it. Fought his way back to almost a full-time playing job with the Houston Astros. And ball sharply hit. Knight flags at it. Can't get it. Going down toward the corner. Wilson in a hurry. Whips it back in. Dive at third base. Back over to second. Nothing there. And some daring base running by Dickie Fine puts a runner in scoring position for Houston.
It really was daring, especially to go to second. When Wilson gets to this ball, his play is to second base to try to keep Doran at first. But Mookie elects to go to third, and Fine is in there, and he allows Doran to move to second.
On second and third now, and Phil Garner is the hitter, and he hits a fly ball to center field. Well back to the track, making the catch, Dykstra for the third out. So Dykstra had to go all the way back to the warning track to haul in the high fly ball by Phil Garner for out number 3. So the Astros strand 2 more. That's a total of 6. 5-0 Mets. Back with game 2 of the championship series after this message from your local station. Their left-hander working in the Houston bullpen. The Mets pen still quiet. Cruz hit a high pop-up. Right side, second baseman Backman going back. He's called off now. Dykstra, the center fielder, takes charge and makes the catch. Runners are Bass at first, Davis at second. Bond hits the ball to the right side. Strawberry drifting over easily. One-hands it, and the side is retired. So Houston strands 2 more. That's a total of 8 in the ball game, and they've got a problem. They trail after 6-5.
Anaheim Stadium, the Big A.
Davis fields at first and does it himself, and Dykstra retired, second out of the inning.
And when Len was at the Big A, the next time, looks like Davis left the ball on the ground.
Yes, he did
everything right, but pick up the ball.
Where is it?
Oops, everything's right. Now he finds out that'll make the blooper film right there.
5-0. Bouncing ball, shortstop Santana. Second, they've got 1. First, no. Hatcher with good speed. This in his last at bat. That's a number toward Hernandez at first. He'll do it himself. And Hatcher moves on down to second. Garner stings it to right center. Here's Houston's first run of the ball game as Hatcher comes around from second to score. Runner coming down, and though Backman had a little trouble holding the ball, and Garner questioned as to whether or not he did hold it. Apparently he did, and Garner is called out. And so we played 7 innings in game number 2 of the National League Championship Series, and the New York Mets sitting on a 5-1 lead. And we'll be back after this message from your local station. 1 out, and Mookie's going and gone. Easy. Pitch way outside. Ashby had no chance, retired. And Wilson is left at third. And so it rolls right along. Middle of the 8th inning. It is 5-1 Mets. Bass leads it off. Bob Ojeda delivers, and Bass stings it to left, and Mookie Wilson rolls over and comes up with the ball. Fine catch by Wilson. Retires the Houston Astros in order in the bottom of the 8th inning. So we are headed for the top of the 9th with the Mets leading by a score of 5-1. Over at first base. That's a shot. Great play. Santana over to first. Double play. Broken bat. Ray Knight at third. This could do it. Game's over. And The New York Mets have evened the series at 1-1 with Bob Ojeda, the dominant figure in tonight's ball game. Pitching, he gave up 10 hits, but he kept them scattered, and most of them came at times when it meant nothing offensively. And so the Mets beat the Astros in game number 2 by a score of 5-1. So they head for game 3 in New York on Saturday, all even. Once again, your final score as Bob Ojeda pitches a strong ball game. Mets 5, Astros 1. Ojeda the winner, Ryan the loser, and they're all even at 1-1. Game number 2 of the National League Championship Series.